Yeah. Probably will change for the second one. Probably will put again that thumbnail. Probably will change for the second one. Probably will put again that thumbnail. Probably will change for the second one. Probably will put again that thumbnail. Hello. 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 Wait. Hello. Anyone there? Is anyone in the house? Or maybe I'll have to turn the camera. Who is in the house? Hop in and let's talk. You're not seeing me live. This is the link, brother.
Who is in the house? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Anyone there? Please indicate. Yeah, greetings. Obitani, you're welcome. My constant support system. Please share. Share, share, share. Let's share so that others can join us. Hello, hello. Obitani, welcome. Ahodalu Joy, Petty Eyes, yes, our sister who is celebrating her 13th anniversary. Welcome. Sister Patty, I can see you enjoying Africa. That's good. Congratulations on your anniversary. Thank God for keeping you all this while. It's only God, right? If not of God, it wouldn't have been like this. Please share so that others can join us, so we can begin. It's only God, Sister Patty. I'm happy for you. I read your story on Facebook, how you met, how you signed your the day you were going to sign, how should I say unprepared? No, you were prepared, because if you were not prepared, you wouldn't have taken the step. You didn't bother for a big or a massive celebration. You just decided that it's time, and it's like a bell rang and you just had to obey the sound of that bell. That is very inspiring. Your story is a very inspiring one. We shouldn't wait until we have millions in our accounts before making our relationships legal. Yeah, we shouldn't wait until we have millions in our accounts before making our relationships legal. Yes, your story inspire me. Now, so it's supposed to be, because that marriage certificate now for una two and not for those who will come to eat, drink, and all that. Yeah, it's just for the two of you. So long as una know why una come together, and the most important thing that, and for make your relationship legal, I think that one of the most important things. So we should not wait until we don't save, or until we go for a meeting house, we go borrow money before we say, okay, it's time. No. So party eyes, congratulations on your 13th wedding anniversary. Yes, may God keep blessing your home, and may God grant all your heart desires. Yes, so Bissell Margaret, my own kid sister in the building, you're welcome. Obitani, you're welcome. Audalu Joy, you're welcome. Patty Ash, you're welcome. Robbie Dollar is also in the building. Robbie Dollar, you're welcome. And Patty Aris, Bissell Margaret, you're welcome as well. So thank you all for joining me today. I know today is Sunday, and it's like a special day for us in Cameroon, a day to rest. But I think this time is just okay, because 6 p.m. Cameroon time, I think by then all the meeting houses should be rounding up. And I know we are all preparing for Christmas, and people or families are busy. So I really thank you all for creating that time to join me. I always appreciate those watching me from ground zero, from Cameroon, because I know YouTube is consuming as compared to Facebook. Yeah, when it comes to data, YouTube is so consuming as compared to Facebook. But I'm grateful that you all are always there to sacrifice, to give me the support, to give me that push I need to carry me further as I choose this new career. So I thank you all so much for joining. Ashu Egbe, thank you, sister. Thank you, sis. Sister Ashu Egbe, thank you for joining. That's my neighbor right there from Cameroon. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much, so much for joining. So I have a very important message to pass out, especially to nurses back in Cameroon. Yes, I stand the gap of the nurses back home. I always want to tell them, or I'll always be in place to tell them the things they need to know if they want to come here to work as a nurse. Yeah, so I said I should do this live video so that those nurses who are back home in Cameroon and have the interest to travel to come work here in Dubai, there are things you need to know before coming here, because Dubai is not like Cameroon, or it's not like Africa that you just leave your house and say I'm going to look for a job, and you just go any hospital or clinic and drop your applications. Here there are procedures and there are things you need to know. But before we go into that, I jotted some few points from social media that I just want to throw some light on it. You know, say na social media na you get the word now, so no matter which way it happen, we must always talk some more about them. You know, if you just pass, let's say you never see what it happen for social media. So I be go through Facebook, I see some posts where somebody make them concerning some one Mr. Che Kingsley, where come out Mancon. He hails from Mancon, and he don't bring buses and for Cameroon we go operational from January. And if you see these buses, oh my god, it just like say, and for Dubai I see those buses. I don't also see them for downtown for Cameroon. So I'll be very happy say our own country to the advance, and things all the same for one country it don't reach way. It almost be similar like the 90s, the other big bus all the time, but this one come with some sort of advancement. If you see just the bus, itself, then you understand what I'm talking about. It's very very advanced, clean, and then it get hostesses where they walk inside bus just like you get them for airlines and for flying the inside plane. You get girls the way they walk inside the buses and they get a uniform where they dress very well. And then if the drivers them, they dress like pilots. Yeah, they get those uniforms then without rank them for this. So the man really organized a company very well. This man be based in China. Yeah, he's based in China, and the name for a company na United Express, the new pride of Cameroon. So from January, when I will start seeing new buses the way they go to run Douala Yaoundé. Like I talk, the buses they come for just too much, and the hostesses so beautiful ladies when I then go to attend for people the inside bus just like when you there for plane. Isn't that a good news? Isn't that good news, my people? So now one of the good news is now I see I'm say I must can share them when I come live, because it say it go always test the drivers them before they go on a journey. They go test their alcohol for their skin. When they arrive, it go still test them so that for make sure say the drivers they be alcohol free, because we all know say plenty accident wey dey happen for our roads back home. It be due to drunkenness. Some drivers they drink, they need to care if they go enter steering, they drink anyhow, and so it make plenty accident that they happen back home for Cameroon. So this driver, this man with this new company, this United Express company, the new pride of Cameroon, it don't make sure say a company will be a different one. In fact, na international standard. So this new buses they will go operational for January, like I talk. Again, we don't see for social media, this our young girl where they call it Jato Sonita, this small girl from Northwest where it use plantain leaves, where Beyonce can write it for her inbox. Say it be very happy with the work, and you know sure say this kind of good job come up from the jungle of Africa. Beyonce say no sure say this kind of good job come up from the jungle of Africa. Now so people can vex. Say what did Beyonce mean by describing Africa say jungle? So small fights be there for comment section. Say Beyonce don't call Africa say jungle and all that. But if we want to look and critically, are we not from a jungle? Which standard way Cameroon in particular self get them? We are from the jungle, right? Because with the behave, you know, so be civilized and all that. But you know, insult the Peking, no be an insult. It just describe Africa as a whole. But I think say he really appreciate the Peking handwork. Now why that way, you know, just put a comment for the Peking comment section for Instagram. He go inbox the Peking and appreciate the work, and he tell the Peking say my eyes are on you. Yeah, so Beyonce tell Jato Sonita say my eyes are on you. It means say they really appreciate the Peking work. This Peking get a very wonderful voice. If you have not seen Jato Sonita, go on Facebook and type Jato Sonita. You see this little young girl I'm talking about. Her voice is so incredible. She has a very good voice, and she's trying to copy other artists doing something like should I say copyright? Not really, but because her own sounds are different, even though you try to copy their music then, but the own sounds, the own instruments now in a local way. So I think that Peking in this way they get talent for our country, where we need for the push them ahead, we need for the push them up. Not true, no. Now Peking in this way we need for the push them up, because now Peking this way you get a very bright future, and you really get talent where you need support. Yes, I believe say if you can get a good support system and a good sponsor, this child will go places, and a Cameroon the name will be ahead, right? Yes, because everything will come out from your country, you're supposed to be proud of it. So if this Peking can reach international level tomorrow, if you imagine say Beyonce they already acknowledge the Peking work, then you know what it means. You know what that means. If Beyonce they appreciate the Peking work, it means say that Peking they do something great. So now so star, you know, so person they can become star gradually, small before you want know it too don't blow. So I really be happy say Beyonce be contact the Peking again for UAE. Yeah, COVID-19 don't become the rate don't increase. Before the infection rate be don't reduce, but lately the past days, in fact the whole of this week, the numbers the statistics they show say the COVID infected persons don't increase as days go by. So we're still there inside big trouble, and the Omicron virus as well. But lately they don't over discover COVID positive patients. So it should say we'll never be free from wearing of masks, hand sanitizing, social distancing, and all that. So we not feel say COVID don't finish. Even we will dey back home. In fact, UAE don't lock the borders, and now from people from Cameroon for go I don't hear some new law where they talk say maybe UAE go lock the borders because as a precautionary measure for screen people the way they enter Dubai due to this COVID problem. Wey e mean say for people the way they want come for UAE, and now also say visas they don't delay for comot. Those the way they dey where they do visa change, it only take like 10 days now before your visa change will be effective. So people don't pay money for do visa change. But hey, Mr. Pascal, you're welcome. Mr. Pascal, thank you for joining. So some delayers don't be now for move visas because of this COVID restrictions. So we get to be very careful. And then again, good news, as I be don't talk about some other videos. Say from the 1st of January, UAE don't bring a new law where it talks say working days go then are 4.5 working days for UAE. So you work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday go be a half working day. Then off days officially go then a Saturday and Sunday. So we glad too much for this news, because we all know say for UAE Dubai our off days are always on the Fridays, and for Arabic countries and way or Muslim countries and way they observe Friday as off days, Fridays as their Sundays, because now the time that way them they be off, and at the time that them they go worship Allah. So you make other Christian churches too for year, because not only Fridays where they give off days, it make them the only time that way we too the fit go church on Fridays. But the new law now the talk say, hi Sophia Ako, you're welcome. So the new law now the talk say work go be na 4.5 working days. So from January 1st 2022 we will start work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday will be a half day. They will close for 12:30 for Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday will officially be off days, just like any other part of the world. We all know say for any other part of the world, off days normally na Saturdays and Sundays. They consider them as weekends. So UAE too don't join the group, or don't join the other countries them for make things that may be fair and balanced, so that if you live for this country will be Christian, you know, will affect you like how would you go church on Fridays, where it be sound funny to some of us. Person like me, since I come this country I never go church before. You fit imagine, because maybe sometimes Fridays you are on duty. If you are not on duty, you need to clean your environment and all that, so it really be difficult. Yeah, so that's it. And then also here in the UAE they don't talk again, say they don't, Abu Dhabi don't bring new law, because before they be block borders for people they come out other Emirates for enter Abu Dhabi. But from today the 19th, yes, from today another law don't go effective. So when you come from other Emirates, be it Dubai, Ashman, Fujairah, wherever you are coming from, no say you go stop for borders and they go do you some scan where they call them say EDE scan. And that scan they do one for you for detect if you get corona or not. So this EDE scanner, they could just stop you for borders. They say no go waste time. It just they like a phone. It just they like somebody to take a picture of you. So they could just scan your face and all your information will appear for day. And then if you dey positive, that scanner will detect if you dey positive. And if you dey positive, no say they go send you. If you dey positive for you to stay for Abu Dhabi region, they go put you watch tracker. Or if you dey positive, if that scan shows you dey positive, they go do you a second test where you go be a swab test. And if the second swab test still comes out positive, they go put you a tracker watch. Then they go send you for 10 days isolation. So if you come out if you come out Dubai, Sharjah, Ashman, or whichever Emirates, and you come through Abu Dhabi and they discover for border say you be positive with that scanner, they go just send you back for your Emirates, and then they go inform the authorities there say you be positive. So they will also take you go quarantine you for your Emirates. They no quarantine you inside Abu Dhabi, because you know they live in Abu Dhabi. The only people they will quarantine them in Abu Dhabi region now people they stay inside Abu Dhabi, like Alen and Abu Dhabi itself, because Alen is a city also under Abu Dhabi. So when we talk about Abu Dhabi, which is the capital of UAE, Alen be under Abu Dhabi. So if you dey under Abu Dhabi region and you be positive at the borders, they go come quarantine you in. You go isolation inside Abu Dhabi. They will give you a watch tracker But if you dey stay out of Abu Dhabi and you be the can for can enter Abu Dhabi and then they notice for border, so you be positive, they go send you back for the Emirates wey comot. Means if you comot Sharjah, yeah, United Express is beautiful, right? I just got to know about it today. So if you dey stay na for Sharjah and then you wan come Abu Dhabi, they check you for borders, they see say you be positive, they go send you back for Sharjah and then they go call authorities for Sharjah for isolate you, same as Dubai and other Emirates. Yeah, so now there's more information that was I bring am for now. So we go dive straight into our video proper. And yes guys, I repeat again, I say thank you for joining me on this live show. Like I talk, if na your first time this will come for this house, this is the dollars house. For you, we talk only about dollars. We talk only about your concern, ego. Yes, as you can hear the name, dollars vlog. So this is your dollars vlog, baby girl. This is your one and only chubby-ness. Yes, we are chubby and we are okay like that. So this is your one and only chubby-ness in the building. You're once more welcome to the dollars vlog. Welcome to the dollars family. If this is your first time stumbling on my video, if this is your first time joining me live, please do not forget to subscribe. Do not leave this show without subscribing, because if you're not subscribed now, you're lost. Because for this show, we bring only important vibes, things that will impact lives, impact those around us. We need to talk about irrelevant things for this channel. Yes, and as I talk, say my niche is health, lifestyle and media vibes. I'm not much into media vibes, but once in a while we need to know what's happening around our environment, right? Yeah, so I'm into health, lifestyle and media vibes. So you're all once more welcome to the dollars vlog. Stay tuned and get the information I have to pass across, because this information gonna help our brothers and sisters back home, especially those who are nurses and those who have plans to travel to the UAE to search for a job or to work as a nurse. So some people have been contacting me on the procedures of coming here to work as a nurse. So I said I'm gonna do a live show on that, so that I'll explain to them detailedly the process or the procedure or what you need to know before coming here to work as a nurse. So make sure you watch this video till the end. Do not get in and out, or else you'll be missing some important points. Yeah guys, so when I came to UAE in 2017, yes, I've been in UAE for the past 4 years. When I came to UAE in 2017, I didn't know how things work over here. I knew I was coming to work because I was a nurse already from Cameroon. So I knew I'll just come to look for employment as a nurse because I was already a nurse. I didn't know that coming here to work as a nurse entails other things. Like you need to first of all be a registered member in your home country. Yes, because we have a Cameroon Nursing Association, of which you need to be a member, a registered member of that association. You have to pay all your dues. So that's the first step you need to know if you want to come to work in UAE as a nurse. Have it in mind that you need to come with your nursing license. There's a Cameroon Nursing Association license. It's a must if you have to work in this country as a nurse. So some people said they are from nursing schools, but they don't have the nursing license. You need to verify on how to get the nursing license, because if you have plans to travel, you need to get the nursing license. So when I came here for the first time, I started applying for jobs and hoping that maybe God will bless and I'll get something to work as a nurse. And I started having calls or questions like, are you an RN? Do you have a license? And I was like, yes, I'm a nurse. And then when they asked, do you have a license? I was like, license? I don't know what was the meaning of license. Because even before I came to UAE, I didn't have my Cameroon nursing license with me. It's only when I got here, then I had to make sure I prepare for it. Yes, sis, you need a license from Cameroon before you can practice here, especially if you want to work in the hospital or clinic setting. You need a license from Cameroon, because the license is what indicates that you are a nurse from Cameroon and you are free from crime. Yes, you need to belong to the Association of Nurses back home in Cameroon. So you need to pay some monies to make sure that they process your nursing license from Cameroon. So I had to send monies back home for my license to be processed and sent to me. Meanwhile, I was still trying to I was still trying to apply even without the license. Yes, people, our stars, they differ, right? Some man fit come with even without license, they still get the opportunity. But just know say most of the places where you go apply, they go ask you if you get the if you get the home country license, because before you get a good paid job here in the United Arab Emirates, you must first of all be a registered nurse in this country, or you must be a licensed assistant nurse in this country. So you know if you become a licensed nurse in UAE or a registered nurse in UAE where you not get home country license. International Boss Lady Court of Justice, thank you for joining, Mama. Happy Sunday. Greetings from Dubai. So you get for first know say you get forget your nursing license before they bring you, before you can start apply for jobs. Because one, before you come here for work as a nurse, you must know say as you come here, in less than no time you get for take your UAE license. That's if you are qualified. And what to be the qualification? You must come from a recognized school back home. That's a government institution, a government nursing institution back home. Now one of the criteria is that. Welcome, Mama. So you get for first know say you need to get your nursing license from Cameroon, because there is something we call here a data flow. Wait to be data flow verification. Data flow na a process where you go submit all your documents where you bring them from back home. That is your certificate itself, your attestation of service, your Cameroon nursing license, your good standing certificate, and it's attestation of service as well. Your certificate, original copy of your certificate, not photocopy, not attestation, original copy of your certificate. You get your transcript. You must get your transcript with you. You must get attestation of service where it shows so you don't work somewhere. Then you must get your what is that? Yeah, so those are the things you need to come with if you are coming here to work as a nurse. So these are the documents that will be verified, and this verification will be very strict, because when you don't give them all your documents or show so you come out this school, for example, you come out Biaka, example, I'm quoting it as an example. For example, if you come out Biaka from Boya, they go take all your documents and then they go back right from your school. They go verify if actually you were a student of that school. Yes, they go verify if actually you were a student of that school. They go check everything, your reports, every term report, in fact, everything. They go even tell your teacher, may snap your signboard for your school, send them for them. The verification be so detailed in a way where you not fit fraud. Yes, you cannot fraud. You not fit fraud certificate. Say you want to take and can do work for you as a nurse, because if you come here with a fraud certificate and you need for go for their UAE license, they go catch you. So you need to make sure say all your certificates are original. Bishop Margaret, I'm talking about nursing here. If you are a teacher, yes, also you need to come with your teaching certificate, whatever teaching certificate you have. You need to come with your teaching certificate, and they'll attest it. The education board here or whatever, they're going to attest it to approve that you are a teacher. Actually, with the teachers, it's not much of a problem like the nurses. The nurses, nursing on too complicated. But teachers, for here, teachers, they even be advanced level holders, they still get job as assistant teachers, because some short courses the way they fit take them for back them up, say they don't do teaching course. Yeah, so those, if you come here even with your advanced level or even with your O level, as you don't already work as a teacher, some short course the way if you take them, we go back you up, and employment will be easy for you. But with nursing, you know, they like that. Yes, with nursing, you know, they like that. Like I talk, so if you want to come here for work as a nurse, you must come with your original certificate, you must come with your transcript, you must come with your attestation of service, you must come with your home country nursing license. So when you come with all these certificates, then you go in for something they call data flow verification. And like I talk, data flow verification are the process where they go verify your documents right from your school of origin, the school you graduated from. They are going to do detailed verification to check and make sure that your certificate is original, is not forged, and all that. So when they don't verify this, and this process for verify your documents, it will cost you some amount of money, almost like 400,000 in CFA. Yeah, it will cost you some money for the verification process to go through. You have to pay for the verification. So when you don't give all this your documents and they don't verify them, and your school confirm everything, ministry confirm say yes, you are a student of this institution and all your things are legit, then they will proceed now with the verification. And then because your things are be original, no forge, no fake, they will now talk so you don't get a positive data flow. Means your data flow don't pass through. And at the first step, that if your data flow pass through successfully, where you not detect say you be fake, you be fraud, if you pass through successfully, then now you need for book a date for can write the UAE exam, either as a registered nurse. Registered nurses for UAE are people where they don't do degree programs. Yes, where they don't do 4 years nursing. You come now, you come book a date where you go write your RON exam. Some people they go in for assistant nursing exam. That's people they do 1 year course for Cameroon, where they call them say nursing assistant. They be qualified also for can take assistant nursing exam here for UAE, when are also a license. Because here, if you don't have a UAE license, it's difficult for you to practice as a nurse. You can work as healthcare assistant. That's people they assist the registered nurses them on duty. Now they do like bed making, giving patients bed bath, running errands in the hospital like that. Yes, they call them assistant nurses. So if you not get license, you go work as an assistant nurse, or maybe you go work as a caregiver. Yeah, if you work as an assistant nurse, or if you work as a caregiver, if you not get UAE license. But if you get UAE license, you go work as a full-time nurse, and the salary is different, and the difference is much. A registered nurse or an assistant nurse where you get a license, the salary be more encouraging than somebody where you not get the license. Even though the people they not get license, so they still work for hospital, the salary still be good as compared to back home. You can never compare it. Yes, you know, if it ever compare them, the salary is good. But to easily land yourself in a job as a nurse in Dubai, you must make sure you sit for the UAE nursing license exam. Like I talk, you can still have the opportunity to work without a license, but your chances will be limited. Because here, when you have your UAE license exam, license, where you don't sit for your UAE license and you pass the exam, you are like a hot cake in the job market. Yes, once they know so you be licensed, you don't get any problem for find job. They rush you. Like now, even you see plenty vacancies, but they need to want take people, some people, because they not get UAE license, UAE license, nursing license. So what I'm saying is, before you come here, most of the times, so they advise people say, if you want to come, do your data flow while you are still in Cameroon. This is very advantageous, because any other information where they go need for ask you, at least you say if you do on ground, or if you rush go for your school and all that, put 1 or 2 things together for make sure so your data flow go on successfully. Because sometimes when you dey here and they verify your data flow and they start asking you some questions where maybe you not get person, if you go for your school, go check them, it will keep you worried somehow. But if you fit do your data flow while you dey Cameroon before you come UAE, I think that's a very good thing. And once your data flow be positive, that means you don't pass your data flow, they don't check all your documents and they notice and say, oh, your thing be okay, they say you get a positive data flow. That time now, if you book your ticket, you buy your flight, you buy a visa, you book your ticket, you start come. And then when you come here, if you take like 2-3 months to prepare for the exam. Yes, and while you get your positive data flow, companies are they ready for hire you as well, because you already get a positive data flow where it shows say not long from now you are going to get your license, you're going to be a licensed nurse. So they give privilege, or they give opportunity for people that they already get data flow for also work, because data flow now first step for sure say you be qualified for sit for the nursing exam. So it's a good thing. So like at the top, these are the things you need to know if you're coming to UAE to work as a nurse. If you're a nurse back home where you do 1 year nursing when you're under government, not private. You do 1 year nursing when you're under government, not private. Yes, you are qualified to take the assistant nursing license exam in UAE. If you're in Cameroon where you do 2 years when you're under government, you are qualified. If you're in Cameroon where you do 3 years when you're under government, you are also qualified. I not discourage people where they do private nursing, no, but the truth na say, if you do private nursing, you come here, you know, if you take nursing license exam, you go always the work as healthcare assistant or as caregiver, and it still be very difficult. They know it will still be difficult for you for get an opportunity, because when you apply, they will always ask you if you get license. And the first thing, like I be talk, you must always make sure so you get your nursing license from your home country. because most of the times, if they don't be shortage of staffs, or if they get lack of staffs, and they even want manage for take people they not get license, the first people they go take them are people they get home country license. My comment section is not interactive. Bisanga Manto, you're welcome. Welcome, Sister Claudette. Yeah, so if you want to come here, once you graduate from your nursing school back home, especially if you graduate from a recognized institution, make sure say you go in for your Cameroon nursing license. Make sure say you go in for your Cameroon nursing license. God love Ambe, you're welcome. Make sure say you go in for your Cameroon nursing license, because even if you come here where you know if you go in for the exam immediately, but just the fact that you get your Cameroon nursing license, it will be easy for you to at least pick up something. Yes, it will be easy for you to pick up something rather than just coming without a nursing license and all that. So like I talk, when I become here, I know we know about the nursing license and all that. So I will just apply like anybody feel they apply for a nursing job. Yeah, I'm just apply like anybody feel they apply for a nursing job. I know be not so you get forget UAE license before you fit work. So when I become, always they will call when you apply. The calls were really coming in, and they will always ask you if you are a licensed nurse, and if you are not a licensed nurse, you miss so many opportunities. Yeah, you're gonna miss so many opportunities, because for before you work, you must make sure so you get a backing. Why did they do a licensing program? Because say if you work for patient and something happen, your license will cover you for sure, so you be qualified for work as a nurse. It's not like us back home that you just leave school and you go into the world and you start working and all that. Yeah, so if you know say you be a licensed nurse, so they ever set this exam now for you for proof yourself, say yes you are a nurse, and that license now for a backup, a cover up. We all know the meaning of license, right? Something, some document or some card where they back you up, they cover you up for a particular thing where you do them. Yes, so now so UAE they get their license exam. So if you work as a nurse for and for if you are, it's not like us back home that once you get out from school you start giving injections, infusions, wound dressing and all that. You are not allowed to do that if you are not a registered nurse. Only registered nurses carry out such procedures like IV infusion, IV cannulation, medication administration and all that. For back home, when you come out school, all man choke injection now, my people. Injection a simple thing. All with the choke injection. But for you know fit choke injection for if you never pass license exam. Nothing not cover you, because if you inject somebody and something happens to a patient, you'll be held responsible, right? You'll be held responsible because you don't have any backup, you don't have any coverage, nothing shows or nothing proves you are a nurse. So this license is very important because it's some sort of a backup for you. So they believe so much for people the way they get license, where they don't undergo the licensing exam. They believe so much on them because they don't set them questions, they don't pass the questions, and they don't pass the exam where it shows that they be up to the task. So even if you go hospital, we know say yes, normally some things that they happen sometimes, not because you are not qualified. Even people there they be qualified, people they still die for their hand, but your own case will be different. And the facility where you work under as well, they will cover you up for sure, so you be a registered nurse, you'll be a licensed nurse. But if something happens while you're working in the ward or wherever you're working, and they discover that you are not a licensed nurse, the hospital or the clinic cannot back you up, and the clinic or hospital will be in problem. They will even close that, they will shut that clinic safe. They will give on a ban, because they don't play with such things. They don't. They chook, so they need to block. The nurse go say na your skin. I'm telling you. Sister Claudette, you're right. It happens. Yeah, it happens. So it's advanced. I don't even think say for America, say people, okay, for America, so registered nurses, they go school for become a registered nurse. So that's it. Things here are so different. It's not like us back home that we do things haphazardly anyhow. You just want put person injection, or you want pass medication, you just go stand, you just press something. Patients not there. You even inject person self where you not use alcohol swap, all those kind of things. You can never find it here. You can never find it here. You can never find it here. So that's it. If you have to come here to work as a nurse, First of all, make sure so you be a registered nurse for your home country. If you get if you be a you get a home country license, sorry about that, make sure so you get a home country license as a nurse for your home country. Just the fact that you get home country license is the first step to your success. Yes, if you get home country license, now your first step to your success. So if you're coming here to work as a nurse, if you just graduated from school and you don't yet have your Cameroon nursing license, make sure you go for it. It's not that expensive. I think to become a member and to pay your dues, it will not cost you up to 50,000, I think, except the things have changed, because every time things that change. So make sure you go in for your Cameroon nursing license. When you get your Cameroon nursing license, now your first thing, and then secondly, you're coming from, okay, let me say first is you first of all get for come from a recognized institution. That's, you must first of all done to a government course. Your course where you do you come out of a government recognized institution. Now if you come out for government institution back home, you get your Cameroon nursing license, you get your transcript, you get your attestation of service. Yes, you are qualified to come to UAE and take your license exam. But for those who are under the private sector, you can also get a job. Yeah, you can also get a job, but you know that you can never go in for the license exam, and know that your salary will never be as those who have sat and passed their license exam. Now two different people. Like I talk, you can only work as an assistant. You go to do that small minor work then for inside hospital under the supervision of a registered nurse. Now a registered nurse will always supervise you for all two you do work under the supervision of a registered nurse. And like I said, there are procedures that you cannot carry out because you are not a licensed or you are not a registered nurse. So I say if you get 1 year diploma back home, if you come here, you can do your assistant nursing program. Yes, if you come here, you can do your assistant nursing program with your 1 year certificate from a government recognized institution back home. And you make sure you have your transcript, you make sure you have you are a member of the Cameroon Nursing Association. If you come here, you can take your this thing. And especially those the way I encourage, mostly those the way they be registered nurses back home. That's people they do 3 years course. I encourage them a lot to come here. If they come here, they will just be very fine, because most of the times they talk say, if you know, yes mama, Rabidola is asking that what about lab technicians? Of course, lab technicians too can come here and take the lab technician license exam, and they will have good jobs. They'll be placed on, in fact, they'll get good jobs. Yes, good jobs and a better salary package. Lab technicians, until they take exam for here. In fact, here as a lab technician is even worse. You cannot work here without being a licensed lab technician. For nurses, it's even better because maybe you can do assistant and all that. But if you have to work strictly as a lab technician, you must make sure you have your lab technician UAE nursing license. Your lab technician license. And now positions in that way, it not be filled. It not be filled with lab technician. Na position that way, not be plenty people not go in for it. Yeah, plenty people not go in for lab technicians. But when I find thing. So if you are watching me right now and you have a lab technician in Cameroon who graduated from a recognized institution, you can advise them to come here to UAE and do their lab technician license and work here as lab technicians. When they go see the money they go earn over here, they go know say they don't waste time back home. Same as nurses. I encourage especially registered nurses, because most of the jobs here, if they want to hire people who don't have UAE license, they'll ask you if you're a registered nurse back home in your home country. They're going to ask you if you're a registered nurse in your home country. So if you are a registered nurse in your home country, that's people there, they don't do 3 years of nursing program. They be called nurses, they be called registered nurses. So if you get anybody where don't do 3 years program for Cameroon, I advise you make it come here, can take a license exam, and then become a full-time nurse. Yes, even medical doctors too. It's more better here, my dear Bisanga Manto. Even medical doctors, in fact, I receive money they pay doctors a year. I did like, oh, my doctors are suffering back home for nothing, because we all know back home doctors they only benefit now when it comes to surgeries, right? Because when they do operations like that, now only small percentage you go for government, the rest na their own money. Now they get their own pay. Yeah. Now for them they get their own pay. So if you be a doctor back home, you come here, you can't take doctor's license exam, because here in UAE everything is just about license. For you to land yourself in a better job, a better pay, is all about license. Plenty jobs a day, if you not get the license for that particular job, you not fit do the job. And health sector na sector where it sells so much. Health sector na sector where it sells so much. So if you come here as a health personnel, whether you're a doctor, lab technician, midwifery also. Midwifery also. Plenty midwives they need to come here. The only midwives who I see here mostly na Indians. Midwives are like from Cameroon. I never see plenty. I never meet plenty Cameroonians here when a midwife where they get UAE midwifery license. When a good thing. So if you're watching me right now and you have relations back home, we all know say for Cameroon they need to pay no better thing. I have colleagues back home where they under government with their salary na 70,000. What is 70,000? So why not come here and take the license exam? Since you are qualified, take the license exam. Just bend your head down like 2-3 months. You read your book, you pass your exam, and then you are a big fish. So people they waste back home. My colleagues them back home, they really, those the way they qualify, they really waste. Yes, because I see nurses salary 120,000 and we are so happy and we are contented, and it's like, oh, now we don't make them for life. You know, it's like, so we don't make them for life because with the end 120,000 because it's the standard. But when you travel out, or if you get person to pass you information like how they passes information, so you go realize say your life will change within the twinkle of an eye. You just need to be qualified like the things I have mentioned already. If you're coming from a recognized school back home, a government institution, just come to UAE. In fact, just sit for your country here. Just contact me, tell me say you want to do data flow, and I'll just connect you with the people who you need for get connected with, and they'll do your data flow. 6 weeks, is it 6 weeks? Yes, I think 6 weeks your data flow result is out, and then you just contact the dollars vlog. He put you visa, you contact the dollars vlog, you buy a ticket, and then you just hang your small back. You just say a new journey. You just turn another page for your life. Because once you come here, I'm telling you, once you come here with your data flow to get a job, it's like good morning. Can they work as midwives after the license exam? No, a midwife is a... Yes, if you are a midwife, you will take the midwife exam and you also work as a midwife. You cannot work as a nurse if you're a midwife. You cannot work as a midwife if you're a nurse. But if you're a midwife back home from a recognized institution like I've been emphasizing, yes, you come here and take the midwife license exam. And then you work here as a midwife. Nobody will disturb you so long as you have your license, where it shows say you don't prove beyond doubt. No, say yes, you are up to the task. So now why do they set you exam may you write? So if you pass your midwifery license exam, you are free to work as a midwife. They don't even doubt yourself. I say that in the rush you when they know say you get license, whatever department where you once you get license, whether you're a pediatrician or whatever, once you get their license for that particular department, it's very fine. You can work anywhere. You can work anywhere. So the only secret I say may be license for whatever tool you do, whatever department will they make we be licensed for all tool you do. We'll just make sure so we'll get our license. Because for back home, we all know when you're from school, you just need to send in your application for a job. You know that kind of application do right now. There is nothing like a CV. Yes, Sister Ice. So this is a good topic. I think it will help so many people. You know, they like back home where you just come out. Sometimes if you, for Cameroon, if you just come out go see go office, go see doctor. Say I want work. Sometimes they just send you self. So they say you start work, no interview. But yeah, it's not like that. So before you come here, make sure so you come with your original copy of your certificate and your attestation of service, because your attestation of service now it go show so at least you don't work somewhere where it go give you that upper hand for get a job. You know, attestation of service when you come out some particular place and then they give you attestation of service where you show so you don't work for that place. At least now a paper will show so you get experience. You don't work, at least you don't practice. So it's always good for you. And I advise everybody, wherever you are, wherever place you do work, not ever come out for the place where you not take your attestation of service. It's very important. It's very important. Don't live without your attestation of service. Now a very big backup that for you. Now a very big backup. Attestation of service is just like what we call letter of experience. In another words, I think. Yeah, letter of experience. Or yeah, letter of experience. What about CNA? Yeah, CNA too na a good course for people the way they dey back home where they not be professionals. They first they come UAE, they can take short courses like the CNA course when a certified nursing assistant. And certified nursing assistant, you can work in clinics, you can work in hospitals as assistant nurses. Yes, like I talked, so you will work under the supervision of a registered nurse because you are an assistant, just like the name itself implies. When you talk of an assistant, you understand what an assistant means. You assist some other person, so you assist your senior colleague while on duty. You know if you do some things, you know if you do things on your own, you will always work under the supervision of the registered nurse where you dey on duty. And then if you are a degree holder as well, if you get BSc, even if you come here you never get your license, you can still work as a medical technician. Medical technician are people wey dey work with doctors, and then they prepare doctor office, they assist doctor for small procedures dem. Na dem dey do na dem dey book appointments, na dem dey receive phone calls, na dem dey do medical records and all that. So if you also work as a medical assistant, medical technician, if you're a degree holder and you don't yet have a license, you can work as a medical technician. Medical technician are people the way na necessary they work with doctors. Yes, now you and doctor to be for office. If doctor get any small procedure we want carry out, minor surgeries, now you go assist. Now you go to update stock list. Now you go to update medical record. Sometimes you take vital signs and all that. Yeah. Cameroon is killing people's dream. Thanks for doing a good job. Yeah, Cameroon is killing people's dream, right? Things there are just so our country, but how we do? But it's only when you travel or if you listen to people talk, give their experiences, then you know that yes, you are really lacking. So it's always good to do research, and always if there's somebody there to give you advice, make sure you follow the advice and try to ask questions when necessary. So because if you don't ask, you never know. Learning never ends. If you don't ask, you never know. So yeah, people they work as caregivers where they not get UAE license. So some people still they come out back home, they come here, they not get UAE license. Some company if you employ them, they work as caregivers when are still a good thing. Oh, it's a caregiver. A caregiver is somebody who don't be trained for take care for people then for house. Like the word implies, caregiver, giving care. You're giving care to somebody in residential homes. Yes, most caregivers are people the way they don't be trained for take care for people the way they stick with their house. Like these old patients and patients the way they get long-term conditions. So caregivers they always there for take care for such people, like checking of their vital signs. Even though they used to talk say if you are not licensed, you not get right for give medication, but I think that the only area that way caregiver fit do it give medication, but not be IV medications like tablets. Yeah, if it take your patient a tablet, you prepare them for a time we're supposed to take them. If not 2 p.m. 2 a.m. when time reach, you take a tablet, you give it take. If not person you take orally, if not person you take tablet, not through a peg tube or through a NGT, whatever route of medication way now, so the patient don't take a medicine now, so you will take them for the give a medication. So if you still come here where you not be a nurse back home, but you come here, you can take a caregiver course. We get short courses and for Dubai where it don't help so many of our African brothers and sisters. You don't put them there on a limelight, and many of them don't get jobs because they can't do these small short courses them. So some people used to ask me, like the other video I be see plenty questions them for comment section. They be ask me if you must be a nurse back home before you can do caregiver course. So the answer is no. You must not be a nurse before you do a caregiver course. You must not be a nurse before you do a certified nursing assistant course. Anybody can do it. Now things in this way, even when mommy them they do them even for home. Does UAE offer caregiver courses? Yes, UAE does offer caregiver courses, like in the Knowledge Point Institute and the Filipino Institute also. Yeah, the Knowledge Point Institute in Dubai, they do offer caregiver courses. Also the Filipino Institute here in Allen. In fact, there are so many institutions that offer caregiver courses here in the UAE. Yeah, so many companies are there where they offer caregiver courses, and so many of our Cameroonian brothers and sisters they don't see them say be important. And one thing I say, some of these schools them for UAE here where they offer this caregiver and CNA courses them, their certificates and they be recognized even in Europe and America, which is a good thing. So you no must get you no must be a nurse back home before you come here can do caregiver course. No, if you just come, you fit dey you Cameroon safe. You be doing your other things so long as you get your advanced level, because I think the qualification to go in for this certified nursing assistant and caregiver course is advanced level, your high school certificate. So long as you get your high, that's the only qualification I think. So long as you get your advanced level certificate, you are free to go in for your caregiver course or your CNA course. And if I have to advise someone between the caregiver course and the CNA course, I think I'll advise someone to go in for a CNA course. Ask me why. I'll advise you to go in for a CNA course, because CNAs, you are the certified nursing assistant. You can work in clinics, you can work in hospitals, you can as well still work in home care. But a caregiver, you are bound to be only in home care. You are like qualified to work only in the home care setting. So if you want to choose between the CNA course and the caregiver course, I advise you to go in for the CNA course, because it has much weight. Should I say it has much weight? That's if you want to know more about clinical settings and things and stuff like that. Yeah, because working in the hospital, you're exposed to so many procedures. So many procedures, you know, the way of doing things. You see different types of patients, different kinds of disease conditions and all that. So it's, if you're in the hospital setting, of course, you know, the hospital is vast, unlike home care where you are bound to just be in the house with a patient, taking care of a patient. Even though in home care settings, at times they rotate you from one patient to another, but it will still be same, because you are just in the house with the patient. Unlike those working in the medical centers, they'll have different kind of patients, different kind of disease conditions, and different kind of procedures. You know how to do different kind of stuff. Yeah. And another thing is also important for you to know how to work with your computer. Yes. It's good to know how to work with your computer. If you have plans to travel, or let me not say if you have plans to travel, in fact, generally it's good to know computer. Is very important, because if not, you might embarrass yourself. So before coming to UAE, or if you have plans to travel anywhere, make sure you learn your computer studies. On a computer studies, I'll call on with you. Make sure you learn computer. It's very important. Yes, computer knowledge be very important. Like I be share my story, my experience when I be just come UAE. I be say when I be get my first job, and then I come to realize say you need to work with computer. Oh my God, my heart be this my heart be this skip every time I know say I get for go. Anytime I know say I get for go duty, my heart go skip like na some different thing be dey do me, just because I be the fear computer, because back home we not ever work with computers. So when I become here and I get my first job, and then I go realize say I get for the work with computer. In fact, there's nothing you have to do with paperwork. You need to work only with computer throughout your 12 hours duty. Oh my God, I was dying inside. My heart was melting. My heart was melting that time. Oh my God, if I find Papa Dollar trouble, he go tell me say computer dey wait me for hospital. I was like, but I thank God. I don't know if I should say I was a fast learner. I was able to pick up, and for the 2 years that I worked with computer throughout, from day one to the last day for throughout the 2 years, and I was proud of myself. I could remember when we had one new staff, a Filipino lady, because they always give you first 3 days trial. They had to terminate her on the 3rd day because she could not cope with the computer work. They had to terminate her. And for the while, I be no say, so me too, I feel no computer pass these people. These people that then they claim say they know everything, you know. Because we all know, say, with these Filipinos, them they be good at computer work. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. And for UAE and Filipinos, they get market. Like I've been talking for some other videos. Say if you come Dubai, if you come UAE, you get you get experience, and then you go an interview where you meet a Filipino there when a fresher where you just come when you not get experience. Believe you me, they will hire her and leave you. They will hire the Filipino and leave you. It's just so common. Yeah, the racism, I don't know if it's racism or what, but they believe so much in them, of which is not like they know more than us. No, you work with people, you really see that they are empty, but just because they don't really make their name for you. And one thing with them is that they are so collaborative, they are so cooperative, unlike us, the blacks or the Cameroonians. We hate ourselves. You know, if they due to your friend actions until you know, you show, you know, it's like you are more than her. When life not supposed to be so, but Filipino them, and they get their language, they talk only amongst them. Anything where they want to, they just communicate in their language, and that's it. They push themselves for go high. Filipino go see a job, he go take and call a friend, but we Cameroonians will go see a job, we go tell our friends say they sell this job, we go extort money from that our brother or our sister before we give them the job. So we Cameroonians, we really lack in a lot of things. Yes, no matter how people they try to preach, the cankerworm don't go deep in us way they no one really change. It's really a very bad attitude, a very bad sign. You go somewhere, you see an opening, they say they need somebody, there's a vacancy, you prefer to sell that job to your brother or to your sister rather than just directing the person to go there and give the CV. But with the Filipinos or the Indians, it's not like that. If you see place where they need to bring other person inside their midst, they will call only their own person, may can't take that job. But for we, it's different. So it makes things difficult for us. But the only advice I'll say is that if you want to come here as a nurse, like I've been saying, make sure you are qualified. If you are qualified, all these things, then you will wave and pass. Yes, all these things you go wave and pass, because once they know say you get license, they need to ask you two questions. Once they say, do you have a license, and you say yes, that's all. The job is yours, except now you go for interview, go zeng yourself for day. But most of the times when they know you have a license, in fact you are 80% guaranteed once you have a license. So if you have to come here, have all this in mind. Make our people back home, they start struggle for see how they feel start learn computers classes, they feel start do computer classes, because it's very important. I made a video last week. I said it was announced in UAE Dubai, the crown prince of Dubai will make an announcement, say this 2022 Dubai shall be the first paperless country. That means that the only country where they know will get anything to do with paper in offices. Everything will be digitalized. Everything will be only inside the system. All things will be in a computer. Whether you're working in a supermarket, wherever you're working, everything will be digitalized. So if we don't know how to use the computer, it will be a big setback for us. I'm telling you, they take people from back home. I was working somewhere during this COVID period. They brought Indians direct employment, and they slashed the salary they were giving us. They slashed like by 4, and they were paying them cheap labor. They slash the salary like into 5. They go bring direct employment. They pay them. They and they can't work cheap labor, and then they lay off staffs. Now say salary where they pay you 1, they take that salary, pay 5 of them. So the people are so, I don't know if I should say, they are so tribalistic. In fact, they care for one another. They care, and the love where they share amongst them. It's so great. It's so great. Yeah, I said it. UAE offer caregiver courses, and plenty people they don't do these short courses them, and they don't pick up their jobs. Even if company not hire you, at least if you get a family where go hire you. Private families, they also need caregivers. And I advise you guys to go to websites like Mojan, and there are so many others that I have forgotten the names. Register your profiles there. You always have course. You always have course. Especially places like Mojan, it's a free advert. I think now after every 3 months where you need for renew your advert there, just go there, advertise yourself, put your profile on the site, put your WhatsApp number, put your email, just a brief information about yourself, and they will gonna contact you. Yeah, they will contact you. It's just also to know the places where you need to advertise. You need to advertise yourself. Go to LinkedIn, join LinkedIn, open a LinkedIn account, put your profile there, and follow HRs, follow managers, follow all the important people you think might be controlling a company. Just keep following them, so that each time they post vacancies, you always get it, and you try to see how you can apply. Yeah, so that's it. So my people back home, if you need to come here to work as a nurse, make sure you have all your documents with you, and I'll advise you to do your data flow while you are still in Cameroon. Hi, Mr. Ebai Martin. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. I'll advise everybody for do data flow while you still in Cameroon. If you do your data flow while in Cameroon, it's fine. It's just fine. You go spend small money, but nothing good comes easy. And when you start, when your data flow is positive, and you come here and you start having, you start receiving salary, you realize that it was worth it. You realize that it was worth it. Ah, Lizzie. You know when I say a Martin. Thank you for joining, Mama. Thank you for joining. I thought it's your husband. Thank you. So, if you are still back home and you have plans to come here, do your data flow while you are still in Cameroon. It's somehow advantageous. Yeah, it's somehow advantageous, because when you come here, you know that expenditure don't begin. You need to come and look for your bed space or your partition or wherever you'll be staying. You need to be feeding and all that. So if you can do your data flow while you are still in Cameroon, it will save you some monies. Yes, it will save you some monies. For like data flow, if it take like 2 months, so that 2 months you sit there in a house, you eat, you do your normal activities, maybe you still work. Then when your data flow is positive, then now you can contact the Dollars Vlog to to buy you to book you to what, to get you a visa and a ticket. Yeah, so put in do your data flow while you're still back home. First time will not be get people where they help we. I will not be get people that they give these informations out. Some of us we just come say we can't find work as nurses so blindly. We not be know how things will be run here. So we just come, but God so kind, we will still be able for place ourselves somewhere. So I use my experience for share them out with those back home, so that they go know, so that they know will be victims like some of we be, because when we become here, we'll not be get people they be sharing with these experiences, their experiences. We'll not be get people they be share their experiences with us. So we were just coming, we know we are going for adventure and all like that. But now at least I don't see how things they move, so I decided I go share this experience with my people. So if you dey back home, just do your data flow, no strings attached. You not get nothing to worry about. If you contact me, I'll just give you the contact for those way they be in charge of it, and they go help you for process all your things and while you dey back home. Like I talk, say all your things again for first of all be original, because I know say in the outside country many people they put 1 or 2 together for make sure say they be for the level where at least they fit get job. Yes, always understand. But if you want work as a registered nurse, like I talk, if you're ready for take the license, make sure say all your things they be legit, because if your things are not be legit, your data flow no go fit for go through. You no go fit get a positive data flow. So make sure say all your things and they be legit, your original certificates. And when you want come, make sure say call your original certificates. I see people traveling out of the country to search for a job and leaving behind their original certificates. I don't know how that works. Especially if you can't find work now for the particular domain where you know say you get the certificates for. Why you go leave your certificates back home? Wait if it be your reason. I be get a colleague where became here some 2 years ago. He be find work. She's a nurse, a registered nurse. He leave the documents and back home. So when he start to apply, they start ask for his certificates. Them he send news mail they bring them for him. Actually, no, don't collect the original certificate from his school, from the ministry. So he struggle. So the sisters go take the original certificates from the ministry. They send and through somebody traveling to Dubai, and behold, the documents got missing on the way. Till today, that guy not receive the documents. So why would you be going for adventure to search for greener pasture, and the only thing that backs you up, that proves that yes, you are qualified, you leave it behind. So why should you be going in front and your legit things that they behind? Why you come, you enter plane, you come, and then you leave your things in a support system, you leave them back home? It doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense. So now the thing that I say I can share. Like I be talking my other videos, say plenty short courses a day where you fit do one for Dubai for land yourself for a better job. Plenty courses a day for Dubai. And I don't see plenty people where they don't come Dubai where they not be professionals and they don't go take those short courses, and today they are better and they are smiling. Yeah, I mentioned some of the short courses. Say one of them be at this CNA I don't talk about, and caregiver. Another one be a barista job. People there they work for coffee shops, how to make coffee, how to design coffee, and all that. Another one be a lifeguard. People the way they help or bring out people there they don't drown for swimming pools. Yeah, most of them they work for pools and for hotel. Short courses the way you take them for become a what's your call them? A for become a professional. Yeah, you also fit do security course. If you also do a security course, plenty things a day where you fit do, plenty things a day where you fit do. So may no man not ever discourage you. And like I be talk, when you come UAE, because this place is for the tough, this place is for the strong. If you're not strong, you cannot make it here, especially if you're coming for your first time and you don't have relatives, you don't have friends and all that. It's difficult. It will be difficult for you. So when you come here for the first time, the small job where you get them, concentrate on it. And I said, do not look much into the salary. Just take the job, so long as it is a decent job that's going to help you generate some monies to go in for these short courses I have just mentioned. Do not despise little beginnings. Yes, if you come, you get your small job for 1,000 dirham. Maybe before you want to come around, they tell you, say, the least job for here, na 300,000 or 500,000. You come here, you can say some small job where you know, say, if you put food on your table, you start the drag. Forget job for you, no easy. So if you come for your first time, you know, say your visa still dey fresh, and you get an opportunity, like I said, so long as it's a decent job, you know what I mean? So long as it's a decent job, do not hesitate to go in for it. And take this small money if you gather go in and do your small courses then, because for here na skilled workers then they hire much. Now skilled workers they get advantage. If you are unskilled, it will be difficult for you. It's not impossible, but it will not be as easy as someone who is skilled. So now why that would the advice say, if you're coming here and you're not a professional, just get the first job where you get down, no matter how small the salary be. Do not look much into the salary. Just know you have a purpose while you're here. Be focused, generate these small monies, and then see how you can go in for these short courses. And once you don't go in for these short courses, then I think, God willing, you go be in a place where you go, at least you go fit better your life. You go be better, rather than just saying no, the salary is small, I cannot go in for that. And why you deny you not go in for that? Your visa the bond the go. Your visa the bond the go. Remember, you have to pay your space, you have to pay where you're staying, you have to pay your visa change, you have to feed, you have to fill your bus card and all that. So if you don't have something to sustain you, how are you going to cope? Because you know, travel, your family maybe don't borrow money or put hands somewhere. You travel, see how if you raise money just for pay your ticket and your flight and you pay your house, and then you come here again, you still need for call family back home, say maybe they support you. Meanwhile, you don't deny small opportunities the way you get and where if it land you in a better place. Do not despise little beginnings. Like I said, when I left nursing school and I started working, my salary was 10,000 francs. 10,000 francs. What can 10,000 francs do? Now for buy your toiletries, or what do you do with 10,000 francs? But you know, when you get good guidance, they will always tell you, say, take it. Yes, because if you take 10,000 francs as other than motivation, they will call that one on a salary or an incentive. I think that incentive the way it not be salary, because that one is not a salary. So you take that kind of money, maybe the money already not just for pay taxi, but the experience you're gathering is what will take you somewhere, you know. The experience is what matters. So it's not about the salary, it's not about It's not about the salary, but it's about gaining experience. And we all know, say for UAE, experience now their key word. If you have experience, you have experience, you have experience. And I asked one interviewer, if you don't give me the opportunity to work and get the experience, where do you expect me to get the experience from? What's all this? Do you have experience? We want those 2 years experience. Somebody don't come you somewhere, you find job, you qualify, all your documents are okay, and then they start asking you if you have experience. Where then do they expect you to get the experience from if they don't want to give you the opportunity to work? You don't want to give me the opportunity to work, and you're asking me if I have experience. You want somebody with experience, so why not give me the experience? Help me to get the experience. So like I was saying, I was earning 10,000 francs. I was being motivated with 10,000 francs. I don't want to say I was earning 10,000 francs because it's so annoying in the ears. They were giving us 10,000 francs as incentives. Yeah, every month you go stand for line, take 10,000. But the experience is what matters, and I think that experience don't make me a day where I did today. And God so kind, they become remove me again for this, send me for some other department where I be go for that department, and the department be add me 30,000 francs. The department be pay me 30,000, so I'll be add that 30,000 to that 10,000. So I was earning 40,000 from the beginning. I was earning 40,000. So I think it's something. Okay, security course is just for a week. Yeah, it's true. The Syria course is just for a week. Yeah, Syria course is just for a week. So if you want to become a security guard in UAE, you can go in for the Syria license. Just a week, they give you an exam. You pass, they give you a license. You go do your security. Security for you, no be that was security back home where the guard bank for night. You put long bench for outside bank, you sleep. That's not the kind of security we are talking about here, because that kind of security, even if man come, you know, if you do know nothing. That's not the kind of security I'm talking about. Yes, this one are trained people. Them they work for malls, for banks, for supermarkets, and all that. Yeah, so security here na big profession. In fact, when boys in particular they come here, the first job they get in mind, I can do security, because it's easy to get, the cost is not expensive, and the duration also is not that long, just 1 week and you have your license. So if you come to Dubai with 3 months visa and you get your small money, you just go in 1 week, you don't already get your security license or security license. Where if you start applying now for companies, and they will hire you for work as a security guard, which is a good thing. Security guard, they earn like 350,000. That's about 2,000 dirhams. So one then 2,200. When a money that we even teacher for Cameroon, they earn them. So there's advantage for travel. The difficulties they did it, but overall you will realize it be better than where you are coming from, right? You realize it be better than where you are coming from. So make we not despise little beginnings. Now my advice that even if you come here, you not get a profession, and you get plans for go in for short courses, like I talk, don't hesitate to take whatever comes your way. And like I said, provided it's a decent job, don't turn it down. Provided it's a decent job, just go in for it, and make sure, say after that you gather small money, and then you fit then go for these short courses that I mentioned, and it will help you a lot. So that is it. So those who are back home, I do this video, I don't get them in mind for long for do this video for people that they back home. And today somebody will go watch my other video on YouTube where I be talk my experience in UAE as a nurse, and then she be ask me some question for comment section. Now whether I decide I can do live on this topic, on the things you need to know before coming to UAE to work as a nurse. No just things say you will just come here, you just get work like how you just come school for Cameroon, you just come put your application, and then they will call you, say start work. First of all, for here they do a detailed interview, and they will ask you the kind of cases you have handled, even if now you are back home for your country, and you go need for give a detailed answer to that for proof them why they get for hire you, even if you not get license. You need for proof beyond, say really, even though you not get license, but you get the experience where you motivate the interviewer for hire you. And another tip I would like to give again, I say if you go for interview, some tips the way you get for know when you go for interview. One, you get to first know about the company. Go for Google, search the company, go for the website of the name of the company, search them, know their rules and regulations and all that. And they also need to know how you dress when you go interview. Like we ladies who don't thin our hair, sometimes ox blood, sometimes red. No say you're not supposed to go interview with that kind of appearance. Even though you want to make your shakara for outside, if you go for an official place, make sure so you wear your grave cap, cover your hair, and then you have to dress corporate. You have to get for dress smart. Not wear kaba. If you wear jean self, yes, most of them here they like trousers. If you get a suit, good suit, you put on. Not wear slippers. Wear your toes away, don't color, and your nails away, don't color, and the show for day. Wear shoe wey cover your feet, close feet. Smell good. No go interview bakala for your head, because we Cameroonians or we Africans we get some funny attitude. We need to know how to dress for place where they go. Smell good, because these people they don't play with perfumes. Smell good, look very clean, kempt. Not put too much heavy makeup. You know, go find a market. Just be good. Light makeup, yes. Just present yourself good. And when you meet up your interviewer, always smile. Put that smile for your face. Even if you're a oga don't call for morning time before you come out, once you reach for interview ground, try for smile. And when you see your interviewer, you can as well just introduce yourself. Hello, I'm Bison Prudencia. I came here for the position of blah 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 blah. Nice meeting you again. If you don't talk for phone before, you just give a small brief intro. In fact, the way you go introduce yourself, the way you go, your charisma and all that, it don't really make the interviewer for like you at once. Look smart. Look smart. Don't go to an interview chewing gum. Just go do the chew, tap, 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 the chew gum. They talk for you, the chew gum, or they talk for you, they look for your phone. Maybe you do on WhatsApp, you answer some WhatsApp message. In fact, if you want to enter interview, your room safe, even off your phone, so that your phone, any call, unwanted call, not come in for disturb your interview, because you need to be focused and you need to concentrate. So if you go for interview, make sure say as you enter the office, you off your call, you off your phone rather. No go chewing gum, no put heavy makeup, dress smart and attractive, smell good, put on good perfumes, wear cover shoes. No, if you don't wear shoe, your toes a day outside, they be exposed. Like you just wear a slippers, so your toes they don't protect your nails in the shoe. Wear something covered. Either you put on a tennis or this low ballerina, they are cheap and affordable. Like I talk, if you color your hair, make sure say you put on a grave cap. At least look like a woman, look presentable. Move that ajaja appearance for your skin. Yeah, you have to look good, you have to present good. You know, because first impression matters. First impression matters. Yes, my raps more. First impression matters. So before you want to go interview, make sure so you don't fix yourself fine, and then make sure so you study your CV very well. You know, whole CV, you go there, they ask you question where come on after your CV, you start look silly. No, don't embarrass yourself. Prevent yourself from such embarrassment. Make sure so your CV way hold everything we did a bit detailed about you, and you know everything about it. Because some of us just go and say, make me CV. Some man go just go put and say, yes, I'm a qualified nurse, I have 12 years experience in blah 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 blah. You just carry, you just go, you know, so you get CV, but you don't know what's in your CV. That one you go just go disgrace yourself. So you get to make sure so you study your CV too very well. And anything with your CV, even if you don't lie for your CV, make sure so you know about the lie where you lie for the, so that if they ask you a question, you go know how to answer them. So my dear brothers and sisters, if you have plans to travel, know that your CV for we are a very important point, and your CV be your CV alone are like 50% of you getting the job. Because if your CV be good, now for the way they go shortlist you, call you for interview. If your CV not be good, you know go receive any call. So if they shortlist your CV, you know say your CV they good and they get which way they want inside your CV. So they know go shortlist you for interview. Your CV don't speak so well of you, and then you go reach for the interview ground. You know if you defend your CV, you know if you defend way today for your CV, you know sound right. They go just know so you don't fake them. And we Africans, they know say all what in are fake. So they really try for build up ourselves in the right way. We try to copy the other people, them how they do their own things. They say if man pass, you carry it back. Yes, the Filipinos, not be said over get sense pass with, but their presentation, it be top notch. And they are so collaborative. They are so collaborative, so collaborative. They need the jerk skin with their kabayans. They need the jerk skin with their kabayans, but we Cameroonians, then we like for jerk skin. You go someplace, you see our African sister, oh, now they make face. This one made salute, the one made this one for salute. But that they go for garden while they see Filipina them. As they just see another Filipina just enter, they just start straight to their dialect. Whether they know you or they don't know you, they just start the talk, they just start the discourse. So if we too fit copy this kind attitude, because I know in a pidgin language be our own talk, we will fit talk with them, they know we hear, because if we speak English, they too they speak English very well. So if we speak English, they go know, but if we always communicate for our own pidgin language, when only we go understand. So at the beg, may we try to get that unity amongst us, may we try to lift up each other, make this commission stuff they stop. Because our brothers, the way they come home, they come, they don't struggle buy now, rent now something, or sell plot and all that just for come here for find a better life, and then they will come here, you go really see a job, and then our own brothers already there, they not help them forget the job, they go ask them, may they pay money. It's a bad thing. The canker worm don't eat us so deep. No matter how they still preach and for Cameroonian groups them, you know, it's not sinking. That one water on the deck's back. They need to take them serious. They need to look like really we have to change. They need to look like really we have to change. Any question, guys? Let me not be talking alone. Any questions? So my medical doctors in Cameroon, when I share this video, may I reach my doctors in Cameroon. My doctors are wasting. I see my good doctors, they earn one at 300,000. We even next for UAE never earn 300,000. No nurse, no caregiver never earn 300,000. But now my doctors, their salary that back home. So I encourage those back home, health personnel back home. I encourage you. I'm doing this video because I want so many of health personnel back home to have the idea of how things run here in the health sector. All you need to do is just to come here and sit for your license exam, and you're good to go. Whether you're a doctor, whether you're a nurse, whether you're a midwife, whether you're a lab technician, whether you are they call and say waiting. How much can it cost to be there? Uncle B to be here? Not much. 800,000 is okay for your visa and your ticket. It depends the time also, because during festive periods like now, this December period, tickets are very expensive. You know, it's a period of feasting, people are traveling, so tickets are expensive. But I think between 800,000 we do. Yeah, Uncle Obi, you are here with me. If you have people back home who are nurses, you have friends, like even Emma can come here as a what technician? How do we call them again? I've forgotten. Refraction, is it refractionist? How do we call Emma and the others? Like what you were doing, how do we call it? You can come here, Emma can come here and take the license exam for optical technicians. Yeah, optical technicians. Emma can come here and take the optical technician exam, and I'm telling you, Emma will be shocked. Emma will be shocked. All those nurses there back in the district hospital, especially those of them doing voluntary who have not been absorbed by the government, they should come here. If they are from recognized institutions, if they are from government institutions, they should just contact me. Dollars Vlog on Facebook, or you write me, you leave a comment below this video, and I'll advise them on what to do. They are missing out a lot. The qualified ones are missing a lot. That's the truth. The qualified ones are missing a lot. They are missing on Kobe. They are like missing. Do you pay money getting a job? That's the thing I am trying to explain here. Yeah, I might say yes, I might say no, but we are trying to discourage the issue of paying for a job or paying monies before you can get a job. We are trying to discourage that. But there are some people who have legit connections that they pay the money and they have the job. But there are some people that will just deceive you, take your monies, and they will not give you the job. But when it comes to healthcare, we don't have selling of jobs in healthcare. This one I sabi the talk. But in other jobs, like this unskilled jobs, even some of the skilled jobs, they do ask for money. They call it commission. And if you don't pay, they won't give you the job, which is a bad thing. That's why we are saying, I'm trying to say that if you have a job and your brother or sister needs this job and it's a free job, why not just push your sister to get the job or your brother to get the job rather than asking them to pay monies? It's not good, because we all have left our countries, our families, to come here and hustle for a better life. And then something which is for free, maybe you just saw it online or in a group, you just saw it there for free, and then you start sharing it to people and telling them that this is a job, a legit job, and you must pay 500 dirhams before they can give you the job. Some people pay and they get the job. Some people pay and they lost their monies. But if you're a health personnel, nobody will ask you to give monies before you get a job. Even though there are still some agents here, there are some companies here that work on commission basis. You're welcome, Obi. There are some companies here that work on commission basis. They tell you, we're gonna give you this job, and you pay us after your first salary. You sign an agreement. You sign an agreement, and when you take your first salary, you go and pay their monies just as agreed. Yeah. But if you meet people on the streets or in WhatsApp groups and they tell you there is a job here and the commission is 500 dirhams, and you give them your monies, just know that if they don't give you the job, you cannot take them to anywhere. So we don't advise people to pay for jobs just like that. We don't advise people to pay for jobs. So it's always good that if you want a job, always search online. We know it's not easy, because the population in Dubai now, it's like, wow, so many people coming in on daily basis, making jobs to be scarce. But God so willing, any man get his own time, right? If God say you go get them. It's a matter of time. So all those my colleagues back home who are doing voluntary service for 20,000, I think it's better you take a loan. It's better you take a loan and come here, because if you come here and do your data flow, like I said, if you are a qualified nurse, government trained nurses from Cameroon, just come here, do your data flow, and go in for your exam. Kalas, you will not have any stress. In fact, you will thank me later for this video. You're gonna thank me later. Yes, it's not easy. Putting the monies together, we know it's not easy, but it's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. Uncle Ibi, you know na, don't me and you be there. you know how much we were ending. Imagine when they share and you have your whether it's your 50,000 they were paying you. Anyway, we're contented. If you don't compare two things, you know if you ever know which one be best, right? Because at that time we knew, oh my God, we like it's fine. But now that you two have traveled, I think you did the CNA in US, right? Now you know what you're earning over there. You cannot even compare it with what you were having back in the days. So it's very, very important, and traveling also is a good thing. And the easiest place to come, I think, is Dubai. Because in a country where they need to deny no man visa, you just need to pay your money and your visa will be issued. So if you come here, I advise mostly health personnel to come here. Health personnel and maybe teachers. Those are the two set of people I really advise to come. Yes. Because if you're a nurse and you come here, and you do your data flow and you have your positive data flow, you sit for your exam. Muff me there. Muff me there. So that's it. King Hazel, good evening, mommy. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. How are you today? Hi, son. Germany. Where are you now? Germany or France? Welcome, sis. You're joining when I'm almost rounding up. I'm talking about the things you need to know if you have to come to UAE to work as a nurse. I try to enlighten my people back home, those the way they be interested, nurses the way they be interested for come here, can work as nurse. The things the way they get for know. May they know say if they can here, they get for take exam, for get better job and for get better salary. You know, they like back home where you just come out, so you go apply for job. You go find job, they just tell you say can't start work. For here, if you not get license, it be difficult for you to get a job. And I tell them the procedure you get for take am before you get the UAE license. So that those that they be interested, they go know the steps for take am. They know just buy their visa, pay their ticket, and then they start come say they can work here as nurses. We all know say nurses and stuff for UAE, they don't plenty now, so the scrutinization too much. Because so many of our brothers and sisters, they don't go in for this CNA and caregiver courses where they hire them too now, and so they make them. Okay, sis. Where they make them the job market too don't be somehow. You know, say with the coming of this CNA and caregiver courses, it don't make forget work to the be somehow difficult because so many people they be now into the job market. So if you want come here for can work as a nurse, it's fine for always know the things the way you need for come with them so that you come ready, right? You come ready. So I know what come here, start applying jobs and then they tell you say, are you a licensed nurse? Do you have a license? Do you have a license? Maybe say before you want come, if you don't already hear about that one, and if you don't know say nothing the way you get for do for come here for can work as nurse. So now I say I share this information with my people back home. Mostly my Cameroonian brothers and sisters who are in the health sector. I tell them say for come here can work if you be licensed na a very good thing and you will get a very good salary and a good working condition. So I say I use this medium of mine for pass out this important information because some people don't they ask me for under my other videos them what you take for come here and how you feel do for get work as assistant nurse and what you need for put together. So I will say okay, I will just do a live show on this for educate them, even though some of them need to watch on live, but since the video will always remain there, they gonna know what to do if they get plans for come here. So that's why we are here. Any questions, guys? If there's no question, then we should be rounding up. We have been here for 2 hours. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions, you can ask, or if you want to call, I can pin my number here. So that's my number there. If anyone wants to call, if you have any contribution to make, you can call and give your contributions or any advice on what I've said so far. You can call. We've been here for 2 hours. We started at 9 p.m. Who is in the house? Oh no, this same music will play last time now. Reduce the volume. Change. Who is there? Who is there? Who is there? You guys don't have any contribution to give? Should we end the live show? Prince Marvin Nation in the building, the only prince in 237 community. Yes, brother, you're welcome. You are late. We are almost rounding up. How are you, Prince? Thanks for joining me today. I'm happy. I'm grateful. We catch a salute. Oh, we catch him. We catch him. We catch him. We catch a salute, Prince Marvin. Prince Marvin, where are you based in Cameroon? You're on the right. Yeah, you can always rewatch. I was just trying to give out some information about those who want to come to UAE, Dubai, to work as nurses. I was trying to give them some tips, some of the things they need to know before time. So that's what we're talking about. Things you need to know before coming to work as a nurse in Dubai. Yes, because Dubai is not like Cameroon. Dubai is a very advanced country with so many health facilities. So if you need to come to work here as a nurse, you have to know these things before leaving your comfort zone. Yeah, if I should put it that way, before leaving your comfort zone, there are things you need to know. You first of all have to know that you need your original certificates, you need your school's transcript, you need your attestation of service, you need to belong to Cameroon Nursing Association. Yes, that's a Cameroon Nursing license. You need to belong, you need to be a member. So if you have all these things put in place, then you can think of coming here to work as a nurse. And take note that you must first of all come from a recognized nursing institution, a government recognized institution from Cameroon. If you are from a recognized government nursing institution from Cameroon, then you are good to go. Because if you are from a government school, you can come here and take the nursing license. Because here in the UAE, before you work as a nurse, you must have a nursing license from this country. So you have to come and sit for the nursing license exam. And if you pass, and then there you go, you are a big fish in the health sector. Yes, because you're gonna have a very big salary package. At times they might even offer you accommodation, a good house, and all that. So I'm advising my Cameroonian brothers and sisters back home that if they have the plan to come to UAE to work as a nurse, they should take all these things into consideration. They should watch this video from beginning till the end so that they'll understand all what I'm trying to say in this video. No, okay, all those from private universities like St. Louis don't have chances. They have chances because St. Louis is affiliated under the government. Because their final exams is being, their degree is being affiliated from a government institute. You understand? Their final exam is always from the government institute. So St. Louis is their final exam, the degree. That's after they have done the 3 years course. Their final degree is being issued from a government institution. So St. Louis is okay. Yeah, so if you have brothers and sisters who are from St. Louis, they have their degrees, I advise them to come to UAE and take the UAE exam and work as nurses. My brother, the money they go tell you, Prince Marvin, wind go blow you for chair, you go fall for banga bakondo, for kwakwa bole. The salary will be ending there. The news will blow you throw you for kwakwa bole. So I just said, since I'm based here and I have the experience of how things work here, I should share this good news with my people back home. Yes, like I said, those who are from the those who are health professionals, it's very advantageous for them to come here and work as nurses. If you are a nurse back home watching me, thank you, Alice Judith Amma. Thank you for joining, sis. Thank you for joining. I'm telling my people back home what they need to know if they have to come here to work as nurses. It's not like back home that you just graduate from school and straight you are going to start practicing. Yeah, you need to go in for the license exam. And if you need to go in for the license exam, what are the things you need to put together? You need to first of all belong to your nursing association back home. You need to have your original certificate, your transcript, your attestation of service, and your attestation of service. And like I said, you need to belong to nursing association, right? At least Judith, you can bear with me that what I'm saying is on track. So that's why I said I should tell my people the things they need to know, and they should take note that if they are coming here to work and they don't intend going in for the license, or if they are not qualified to go in for the license, they can only work as health care assistants. That will be working under the supervision of registered nurses, or maybe they might give them opportunities to work as caregivers. But if you want to work as a full-time nurse in the UAE, you must make sure you have your UAE nursing license exam. You must make sure you sit and pass the exam before you can be considered as a nurse. Not before Cameroon where you come out school, you be already nurse. No, for yeah, if you come out school, you must first take another exam for sure. Say yes, true. You go to nursing school. Not be so Judith. Right? Yes. So you need to have that in mind. So I'm encouraging all those who are from government recognized institutions back home that rather than doing voluntary service back there, because we used to save no save for Cameroon when you come out school before they want to employ you, and a connection. Before they scam them all, you can also try to bring teachers and workers to come and talk on your channel about their field too. Okay, Prince Marvin, thank you for that suggestion. Thank you. I'll think about that. Thank you so much. Yeah, before they scan them, because I don't see case for group. I don't know, at least whether if you see that case for group where some person be the talk say made that girl bring 1.80 million. They go, I see they come here one time. In fact, they don't really find any work for hospital. They don't already find any work for hospital. I see the kind Jogo start work, and everybody was like, "What? Before we were there, they still find work. We never see them." So they scam people too as well. Some money just come out, just find people started and say, "Hey, if you've been nurse for Cameroon, if you come here direct employment." My brother, my sister, let nobody tell you about a direct employment of nurses here in the UAE. It's difficult. Even though last 2 months I've been announced on direct employment, but it hard before you will see direct employment. And if you hear about that, make sure say. My sister, I have seen so many people, it was even 2 million. Okay, you hear no? It go hard before you hear say direct employment for nurses. It hard, it's very difficult. It happens once in a while, and I think the first case that I heard of was about 2 months ago. They were put on a nursing group. So they want registered nurses from Cameroon. Yes, I think that one was legit. I've even announced and safe. That one was legit. But if some person tell you say, if they don't really find you work, my dear, because if they find you work, company, even a direct employment, when a company don't want to hire you directly, of course company will send you all their documents, everything. Now we'll talk about them with email. They will send you offer letter and all that. But when some person just walk up tell you say, oh, you see something they real, at least if you understand. Even though some people they feel go create fake companies and then still they send people emails, you know, where don't spoil. But like I talk, it's difficult to see people. It's difficult to see nurses from Cameroon saying there's direct employment. Now once in a while, even with that info, some people will still use it to scam. Or yeah, they'll still use it. What to do? So I always talk but if any person will get any information, may they always try for ask around, not just yes or information. So you just start deal with person. Especially where concern money. Outside fair hard now, so there's a person will take you 2 million for go to buy. I know take that 2 million, work Mexico, go America. Hey, my sister, it's horrible. It's horrible. So Now I say man, tell them, because some people they just want come say I want can work as nurse, and they don't know, and some people they don't know say for take license exam na some particular people fit take them. Some people Prince Marvin not laugh for Judith, you not laugh, not lie. As I tell that to me, the waka Mexico go America no. Ha. Because some people they really want come, but they don't know how things they work, and then they don't know how they fit get the right information. And they don't know the right way for get the information. So by trying to ask one or two people the way they did, some of you just say, hey, I guess my friend brother way they Dubai, I go contact ask you, they'll just get the knowledge, say, because say the person they Dubai, automatically the person will know everything where it happened. But it doesn't work like that, right? You finish they go ask the person, say, bro, one can Dubai you, and I find direct employment. The person go they say yes, line there, because you don't carry yourself go for you. It go scam you. Take your money. Very soon you start call number name pass. It go block you, block. Outside on block. You start cry. You start cry. You start holler. So even if you hear somebody talk say direct employment, they do your inquiries. The Dollars Lock is here to give you all the latest vibes when it comes to anything concerning UAE. This is your Abu Dhabi based blogger. So if you get any doubts or anything, always contact me and I will try to make sure say I find the information. We should help others grow, right? We should be lifting others up and not trying to scam them from their hard-earned monies. Country don't hard. Yes, my brother. When person don't tell you say he get line, oh ask you what be the name for the company. No company, no the way, no the online, right? You go for website, you try to check about the company, find information. Because one thing with we Africans or Cameroonians, we don't like to research. Have you noticed that? We don't like to research. We like or believe so much in a hearsay. Because some person tell you that, you ask the person some kind of questions, and the person will not say, no, this person a smart person, he go catch me. But since you don't hear no, you just be carried, you just like that. They just be carried and excited. Some of them be excited for travel, but the problem is not just for travel. And any country where you want to go, always make sure you research about that country. Go online, YouTube, you type up any country where you want to go. You go see people there don't make videos them about those countries they live on for the. Always go there, go type which way you want type. Anything you type, your answer will come out. You watch the videos. You want to go to Mexico Road, go type them. They go show you how people there they go that road, how they pass, all their work at them, how they pass through all that Darren Gap, that forest and all that. If you want to hide an info from a Cameroonian, just put it in a book. They will never know. Oh my God, you're cracking me up, Alice. I'm telling you, really, they will never know, because no man will ever open that book. Hey, they not go open that book. Oh. Even as you do this live show, so it be important. What they even inbox some of themselves, maybe they can't watch for year which I talk. They not go come. Oh. But if not different thing, they go watch them. So it not go help them. They go watch them. But little by little, our voices will be known. You don't need to beg people, so long as you know that what you are putting out there is the right thing, right? So long as you know, say with the information you pass out there are the right thing, one day somebody will stumble on it and they will come to know about what you're saying. So that's just it. More not just hear stories them on air. More to try for do research. More to try for investigate. Go all thing they Google, all thing. If you ask Google say how to suck breast, Google will show you all thing where you want to know it for Google. That's very true. Africans are too lazy to research, which is bad. I remember my friend traveled during winter but dressed as if it was summer. Only when he landed then he felt the cold and was sick. Alice said, just put post gossip. View will be one. You did tell me. Prince Marvin there no. Prince Marvin will testify no. Prince Marvin Nation. If I be just put on this gossip, mama me. If I just say saga 237 saga, even more you know ever branch with the channel go just branch. If I just say 237 saga, mine no go rest. I just call some my name. I just put some my name on my thumbnail. I just put the person picture so can gang. Hey, people they don't know me, they go start know me. But I don't talk say I'm not into that and I'll not join saga. We go watch her, or we go cash cruise. But any man gets a niche, right? Yeah, any man gets a niche. So I'm here for health, lifestyle, and media vibes, but not more of media vibes. My main niche na health and lifestyle as well. So, but any man wey dey do a good work, just continue to do your good work. Do not care about the views, because these videos will always remain there. The videos will always remain there, and people will always come to watch. Even if it's after 1 year, 2 years, the videos will be there, and it go still dey help people, because nothing wey na daily thing, nothing wey dey happen daily. This information not be information for only now. Na information wey go always, people go always need am. Yes. Some man fit just one type things to know. If you want to go to Dubai to work as a nurse, you just fall for my video, you start watch am, you share am. You want see something I don't blow now. Prince Marvin, when I just say na only gossip the main man blow. You want see, so because it takes just a short time for you to be noticed. So yeah, one video if you just do one, so it impact so many lives, and you want to see that video don't go viral, and also people will know about you. Some people say, because you need to talk saga, you know go blow. I don't want to blow. I don't come YouTube for blow. I come YouTube because, like, I don't always talk for my introductory video. Say I be like journalism. Yes, while growing up, I be like journalism. I like reporting. I like presentation. I like camera. So now, why that make me I join YouTube? I not join YouTube because of the money or because I want to be known, to be recognized. No, it's far from that. I don't always like to do journalism from birth. I like reporting. So now, why that make me I come YouTube? So if somebody say you know do saga, you know go blow, then the person don't know, you don't know the person where they talk to, because it's not all about blowing. I just like what I'm doing. I like passing out information. I like camera. Yes, now the word that now why that I do for YouTube. Yeah, that's it. Everyone got a niche. Yours is good. Dubai is a rush place, and many people need this info. Yeah, bro. I'm glad I could watch you live. Ma, go sleep. Great job. Thank you, sis. Thank you. And you have a very good face for the camera. If you were journalist. Prince Marvin, thank you. Alice Judy, thank you so much. Thank you, mommy. Thank you so much. I beg, help me share this video. Sister Alice, share this link for your colleagues and Twitter back home. Anyone you know, share this link so that they can watch. That's just the support I need from you, mama. Help me share. Even though you join me late, but at least you know what I talk about. You can always rewatch, and please share. Prince Marvin. Yeah, so that's why I joined YouTube. I don't get them for mine for a very long time. Every day I say I go. Every day I say I go. Every day I say I go. You know, to just pick up your camera and then light and then you start. You know, it's not easy, right? Yes. You need to first get the courage to face your audience and all that. But because I say I don't get that passion for long, so facing the audience, facing the camera, it has never been a problem to me. The problem is just for you to start, and when you start, you realize that you are going progress. The days you have time, you come to talk. The days you don't have time, you can drop short videos or voiceovers about things that will help people. Yes. So Prince Marvin, please make sure you pay a trip to Dubai and you enjoy this beautiful city. Come and see how they don't take this and turn them to a beautiful, I don't know how to describe it. So just beautiful. So beautiful. So Dubai is a place to be. Come for vacations, come and visit beautiful places like the Dubai Mall, the Burj Khalifa, the Global Village. So many beautiful places. Which can be the 3 top works in Dubai? 3 top works in Dubai. One are this next in what I tell you so. 3 top works in Dubai. Nursing, teaching, because teaching today are fine. Teaching the pay here too fine. Safety officer too. But I fit talk about nursing and teaching are the most 2 that I know say they in high demand. Very high demand. People them too, they come here to can work as drivers, taxi drivers, yes. But if I'm talking about, yeah, teaching and nursing, be very good. And then if you know computer, you can always work as a front desk receptionist. You can always work as a secretary in any firm or company. Yes, if you know computer, you are good to go as well. you are good to go. So that's why I'm saying that everybody should go in for computer classes, because the world is evolving, and I think very soon too in Cameroon we no go dey do paperwork them again. I know say it go take time, but that time will come. One day that time will come. So you have to make sure you know your computer, because almost all jobs now are computer. You need to be computer literate. Yes, brother, nursing and teaching comes first. Nursing and teaching comes first. Nursing and teaching comes first. And then I be talk say short courses a day here too. If you be say you never do if you not be a professional back home, that's you do like say general education, right? If you always come here, you can take some short courses the way it will help you. If you can take this CNA course, certified nursing assistant course, if you take caregiver course, if you take safety course, if you take security course, if you take barrister course, barrister na people they work for coffee shops, if you take people they swim, they call them something. If you take lifeguard course, lifeguard na people they work for hotels. You know, all hotels they get swimming pools. Or say majority of the hotels here have swimming pools. If you take lifeguard course, lifeguard na people they be for hotel them. Should in case people they can't swim, some man drown or get accident, you will move them out of water. You. How long is the short courses? It depends. Like this CNA when a certified nursing assistant na 4 months. Same with caregiver. Security course na just 1 week. I think lifeguard course na just 1 week also. Safety course na 3 weeks. 3 months, sorry. Safety course na 3 months. So the courses they depend. They different. The duration they different. The courses are not long. If you just come here 1 week, you want to do security, you just go do your security course. 1 week you pay money, you do your course. 1 week you don't get a certificate. You just go now for company, they start apply as security. Same as barrister. Like I talk, barrister na the people they do coffee, where they work for coffee shops, how to make coffee. That one to na short courses there. If you just take like 2 weeks, you learn them. You go start finding work for coffee shops. If you go do safety course, you know it to be safety now. People they work for construction companies. When at them they can't check workers, them tell them say wear your helmet, protect yourself, wear your safety shoes, no walk where you know wear your helmet in case of accident, all that. So now safety course that. Sure, my question are added, not repetition on what you have said. It's okay. You came late, so if I'm explaining to you, because I already mentioned some of the courses and the duration, but it's fine. It's fine. So that's it. If there are no more questions, let's call it a day. A long song is not a sweet one. Give me some more Mutumbo. Yes, Prince Marvin. Prince Marvin, help me share. Share. If you get sisters or Cameroon and nurses, may they watch this video. You know, so that they go understand all which way the dollars mama is saying right here. You want to deceive me? Okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you for joining the Dollars vlog. Thank you for joining the Dollars family. I'm so grateful for all those who have created time to be with me today. I know it's not easy today being a Sunday and it's a feasting period. People are preparing for Christmas, but you still had the time to join me for the live show. So I'm grateful, and I thank mostly those who are back home, because I know I keep on saying YouTube is small data consuming as compared to Facebook. So all those who are joining from back home, I am always very grateful and supportive. And like I talk, I said, no worry, very soon we'll start to our own small giveaways for support on our data, so that if you always join live, forget important information, because for this vlog We talk earlier about things the way they go benefit those around us, and better our lives as well. Yes, Marvin, thank you. So thank you once more for joining the Dollars vlog. Like I said, this is your Abu Dhabi based vlogger. I'll always bring you updates, important updates on things happening in Abu Dhabi, things happening in the United Arab Emirates, Dubai, in fact, the whole of UAE. I'll always be here to bring you the latest updates. And if you have any questions, please make sure you put it in the comments section, and I'll make sure I attend to that. So if you haven't followed my Facebook page, the Dollars vlog on Facebook, please make sure you follow it, like the page, because that's my official Facebook page, the Dollars vlog. Also there, I'm going to be posting my links so that you can just click and it will take you directly to my page. And I'll also be posting things that will help you, or informations, things happening around the world. Yeah, and I will not end this video without talking about Fancy Glow Cosmetics. You can see Mama glowing. It's all about Fancy Glow. Yes, Fancy Glow is an organic skincare product. Yes, produced in Douala, Cameroon. The CEO of this company is based in Douala, and she studied out of Cameroon and came back with these products so that we can consume it. We, the Cameroonians, can consume our own products. It's high time, like I've been saying, it's high time we consume our own products. Yeah, we have been consuming other products from other countries, so it's high time we consume our own products, right? What do you think about that? So we have different shades. We have dark skin, white skin, and brown skin. We also have associated products to the main body lotions, like the body scrubs, the olive bar soap, pink lip scrub, pink lip balm, face cleanser, sunburn lotion. I have a very good testimony for sunburn lotion. So if you have sunburn, just contact me. We all know the sun is in UAE is always very high, though the places are a bit calm now. I have a very good testimony for sunburn lotion. Very, very effective. 1 week and you see great results. So guys, please put in your orders for Fancy Glow, and let's glow together. This is December, and we don't want to attend occasions looking like we are from the jungle of Africa, just like Beyonce said to Jato Sonita. So we are not coming from the jungle, right? We are even if we are coming from the jungle, we shouldn't look like we are from the jungle. So put in your orders for Fancy Glow, and let's glow together, my people. Yeah guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me for 2 hours plus. I am so grateful. Please share this video so that our people back home will understand what this video is talking about, and I know it's gonna help so many health personnel, and not only health personnel, others who want to travel to UAE, because I also mentioned courses you can do here if you are not a professional. So thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for being with me till the end. I love you all. Please stay tuned to the Dollars vlog. Stay tuned to the Dollars family. This is Mama Dollar in the building, aka your chubby nest. Bye. Have a great day.